Hello and welcome back to Maff UK. As you can see, we're joined with Dave, but
hello.
On this session we're also joined with a lot more other bloggers because we are at the Royston 2019 Summer Social. There's a lot of new faces here this year. I'll put a list down later showing who's on what peg. And yeah, welcome. We've got 48 hours fishing bloggers competition. Should be a good one, really.
Yeah. What swim have we drawn?
We have drawn the diving board, which is one down from where I was last year. Chris Fennell has drawn the same peg as last year.
Mr. Consistent.
Yeah, so we shouldn't take the mickey. He might mop up this week. We don't know. We don't know. It's one of them. But we've got a features. We've got a bank out here to fish to.
We've got a bar.
Yeah. Well, we have actually. Oh, sorry, that type of bar.
Yeah.
Fishing bar.
No, we've got a bar.
Bar. We got two bars.
We've got a bar.
So welcome. Let's see how we get on. What we're going to be doing now is setting up. We'll catch up with you in a bit.
Let's go. Oh, different one.
No, that's not us. That's
not us. Yeah. That's the better one.
That's the better blogger, Chris. I've sure seen that ice cream van before.
Yeah.
Who does it belong to?
That's Pringle.
Hello. And hello to you, sir.
Mate, all right.
Just introduce yourself.
Matt, Carpy Madness, that's a YouTube channel.
And yeah, nice to meet you, Matt.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, and here we are again, eh? Same swim as last time, Chris.
Well, I felt like, because I knew that bit of water, I really wanted it again.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to give me a massive advantage.
So you're quite pleased to be in that swim, yeah?
Oh, ecstatic, yeah.
That's a lie, innit, Matt? Yeah. It's a lie, innit?
You couldn't have picked that swim yourself. But
yeah.
You did.
You shouldn't blank though.
Well, you see, I was a bit disappointed that last time that you opened your ice cream van that we didn't have any ice creams. So I just thought something like that would go well in your ice cream van, because that is your new bivvy candle. What do you think?
Candle?
That's a candle, yeah. What do you think? You like that? It's your bivvy candle for this weekend. I really would not drink that. It smells good.
It smells nice.
Yeah.
That's bloody brilliant.
How long does it take?
He couldn't help it, could he? Well, we're 2 hours into the match now. I say match, competition.
I'm winning.
Dave's winning because he's obviously in a competition on his own, so he's not going to lose. We've both got what we were allowed 2 rods per team, so 1 rod each basically for me and Dave. But we're also having a bit of fun. We're doing a bit of match angling as well. We're doing a bit of floater fishing. I've got actually a little bit of a ledger going out there. We're just trying to pick out, make it interesting, because it's 1 rod each. Once it's out, that's out, and gives you nothing else to do. So we're both zigging. What depth of zig you on, Dave?
12 foot,
Dave,
23 foot of water.
23 foot of water. Dave is on a 12 foot zig. I'm actually, the swim we're on is called the diving board, and I'm actually on, there's a bar that comes out from the bank, sort of across in front of me, and it's only 5 feet depth on top of that bar, and I've put a 4 foot zig slap bang right on the top of it, and that's where I'm fishing. So I'm fishing shallow zigs on top of this bar, and Dave is how many wraps would you say you're out?
About 10 wraps.
About 10 wraps out in 23 foot of water. That was the tactics that worked last year for the other guys over there. Ironically, the Carp King has pulled his same swim. I'm only next door to the one I was on last year, so I didn't really want to be on this side, to be fair. I wanted to be on that side, but we have seen fish move right in front of us, literally just mid-water, would you say?
There's been a few, but the wind's absolutely battering that bank.
Yeah.
I think that's where the fish are going to end up.
Yeah, the wind's driving into that bank like you wouldn't believe over the other side, so... Well, what do you think's going to happen there?
Little ones.
Well, Dave's had a few of the little ones out, but few roach and that, but they seem to have eased off. We do know there's pike in here because I remember seeing him last time. Might have a play for those in a minute. Yeah, it's good. Oh dear. That came on rather quick, didn't it? It'll keep the dust down.
Well, they pull a lot out of these, don't they?
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? Another shower is upon us. Oh look, that's nice, look. Hi everyone!
Hi.
Now what's happened is that I thought I had two zig adjusters, in my kit, and I bought two last time I went out, and they work absolutely fine. But for some reason, I cannot find them. I don't know where they are. I don't know what I've done with them. So what I've had to do, and I know Dave's done the same thing, is we've got bubble floats, but if we've tried to use those as an adjustable zig, and it's not worked, they keep filling the water. So we have destroyed our bubble floats and filled them full of polystyrene, and now we've got our adjustable zigs back on in the game again. So it's a little bit strange, it's a little bit odd, but it's the same principle. It's just that now we've got an adjustable zig with polystyrene in it as opposed to a bubble float filling full of water. So that's how we've managed to do that. So that's why we've done that. And we're only allowed one rod each. It seems that rule is slightly laxed. Don't really mind. This is more about fun than it is fishing. I'm actually on bourbon.
Gin.
What a coincidence. I'm on the same.
Now, would it be fair to say, Chris, that when you first started carping, you didn't really drink at all, did you?
No.
No. And all of a sudden, we sort of see you with... Just remind me how many tins of cider you brought with you.
20.
20. And how many... is it a bottle of gin as well?
How many litre of gin did you bring?
Bottle of gin.
Yeah. Not bad for someone who doesn't drink a lot. You know what I mean?
It's all your fault.
Yeah, it is, yeah. It does, yeah.
We started drinking when we met you as well.
I didn't used to drink until I met you. I was the teetotal.
I think I remember you once got one cardboard box of cider and went, this will last me all weekend. And it did. Not anymore.
Lead quarter leader, lead tied on, barbed hook,
Yeah.
double tying it up.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And leads are expensive, you don't want to lose them.
No, you might as well tie them on. Good old Leo. And on that braid that you've got as well as a main line, that's
Is that
is it the £50 braid you've got on as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with 6 split shot up the line.
That's it, yeah. And what about them treble barbs that you've been using them this morning?
trouble barbless?
Yeah. Treble barbless?
Yeah, fish.
And I've only got a spoon landing net as well.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even bother bringing one. We just drag it up on the grass.
You say my NASH gaff? Chin friendly.
Come here, you
This fish friendly's got a cork on the end. There he is.
Here he is, Will.
Say hello.
Will.
Hello.
Hello, how many laps you done now, Will?
6.
6 laps.
6 laps. Right, go on in with time, you see how long it takes to do another lap.
This one went in my finger.
Oh. You alright, mate?
They halibut or krill?
definitely krill.
That's nuts, that.
It's just fishing going on. There's like grain and rolls on there.
It's very good of you to feed the ducks, Dave. Moving into the last hour of light, nobody yet has caught any fish whatsoever.
I have.
Well, apart from
Some of those roach, they were as big as my palm.
yeah. So yeah, it's not been a successful fish for anybody yet. Plenty of time left.
It's looking good though.
There's loads of fish showing. With the amount of fish that's been showing so far today,
We must be rubbish.
yeah, I'm surprised nobody's caught anything. I really am surprised that
This
nobody's
wind's
caught
really got a moving on it.
anything. Yeah, they are up out of the water. Oh, that's yours?
And yours.
No, not mine.
I forget. Well, the difference between my rod and yours, I've got bait round mine.
Yeah, I don't bother all that rubbish.
No, you did have.
Oh yeah, the ducks.
But when you're fishing a 2 foot deep spot,
It's not, it's 4 foot.
well, ducks were reaching it, and they're only.
No, they thought they were reaching it.
Yeah. They've not come back since they thought they were reaching it and not cleared you
Yeah,
out.
because they couldn't, they couldn't eat it. They couldn't get to it.
They've not cleared you out and they've not come back.
No. No. Don't know what it is. So, Dave, your
Yep.
first impressions of Royston Lakes?
I can't do an impression of a lake, Matt.
That's a good point.
Wobble,
actually.
wobble, wobble. It's nice, clean venue.
What do you think of the swims?
They're all right, actually. They're good. I've not been here before, so I think it's a work. Is it a work in progress? Are some of the swims better than they were the year before? Is that the consensus I'm getting?
They have definitely done some clearing out last time since we've been here.
Yeah.
So in the year that I've been here, there's some swims behind me. The
Yeah.
the toilet
They're
swim or
all
whatever
pretty
it's called.
roomy. You
Yeah.
wouldn't struggle to get a decent sized bivvy in any of the swims.
No, if you wanted to go big bivvy, you could do it here, couldn't you?
Yeah. Well, it's a nice lake.
It's supposed to be very difficult.
Well, we'll make it look difficult.
We will make it look difficult, but it is supposed to be very, very difficult. That's sort of ringing true at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we've got how many guys have we got fishing? Is there 18?
16, no.
16,
Oh,
sorry.
no, sorry, 17 with our
17,
up
yeah,
over
and
there.
no one has had a fish,
Nope.
and yet we've seen a lot of carp.
Yep.
We've fished a lot of lakes, never seen as many shoals. I think the trick is it's the depth in it. It's averaging to what, 23 foot, did you
23
say?
foot, yeah.
And it's a chalk pit, so all the bottom's very white, very pale.
Yeah.
So it's. It is
My white
tricky.
boilies aren't working at all.
Your white boilies don't
No.
work anyway.
No, right, fair enough.
In fact, it's an insult to call them boilies. Those chalk balls that you brought.
Chalk balls blended in
E-baits.
with the chalk bed of the lake.
You want to drop that sponsor? How much did you pay them to use them?
Oh. Quite a lot.
You must have done. 10 of them, we could drop the water level probably a foot.
Yeah. They sort of like expand like Jiffy Sevens.
Yeah, the probably.
Plant things, yeah, they absorb all the water. They're really good.
What were the name of those baits? They were
Titmus, they're baits. They were provided by Titmus Baits, yeah.
Which are very good for particles.
Very particles, absolutely fantastic. Boilies, don't do it.
They were like compressed talcum powder.
They were awful. They were awful. Some of the worst baits I've ever had the displeasure of using in my life so far. Yeah. Well, I don't know what the time is. Does anybody know what the time is?
It's. Hold on. It's coming up to 9:30.
Is it Gin o'clock?
Happy August.
Happy August, everybody.
I can't wait till it's January again.
January. We've got
Yeah, 9:30.
then we've got
Nobody
September to work
as
out.
yet has caught anything off this lake.
Someone might have done. We had a massive scream.
There was a
That was Dan, but they lost it.
That's a surprise.
Oh right. Oh well.
If you don't strike within 8 minutes.
It was on Will's rod apparently.
It was it was running for a while, wasn't it?
That was a carp that was on.
Never mind. Oh well. Never mind. More to come yet. I hope. In the meantime,
I'm predicting that those swims there will be the top swims.
it's just time to chill out.
Maybe even Carl G might be on.
Have a few beers.
There's a bar that runs sort of along here and then drops off, but Jesus. I led it around and lost a lead on it.
Oh, has he caught me?
Well, they've got a fish on.
Decent one. Go and have a look.
Very stormy night last night. Don't know what the weather forecast is for the next 24 hours, but I really hope it calms down, because it'd be a shame if it ruins the barbecue tonight, which is the whole point of this weekend, is the social aspect of it. So that'd be a really shame if this rain keeps up and everything. But there you go. I know a couple of fish came out last night. I'm sure Joe had one last night. I think yeah, a couple others had them last night. So yeah. So it's not as usual, same script as last year. Everybody that side catching, everybody this side ain't. Yeah. Never mind. Well, just reeled in again, and another rig gone to the shelf. There is a ridge right out in front of us, and every time I get on it, I get snagged up. So I've got another zig on. I've got a flat lead on, 3-foot zig, because there's no point in me going beyond that bar now. Every time I go beyond it, I'm wasting my time. I'm just literally going to be a couple of rod lengths out. And Dave's just had his pepperami stolen, and so we think there's also crayfish in here as well, because he left everything, he just went straight for the pepperami. So this side is a very challenging side, I guess, but there you are. It is what it is. And we're only fishing one rod each as well, so I know we're doing the match fishing rods, but that's just like a bit of entertainment. But we are sticking to the rules, 2 rods per team, unlike 99% of everyone else here. So there we go. Let's get this short zig out and just drop it under my rod tips. I don't know what else to do. Still plenty of time, but yeah, it's not. I can't get far out. I just get caught up every time. No good. No good at all. And I'm running out of leads. Has that helped, Dave?
Currently 0 fish. Had a good night's sleep though.
Did you? I didn't sleep very well at all.
And we've also had a problem. I might even consider it a crisis. We've got 3-in-1 coffee, yeah?
Yeah.
The powdered stuff.
Yeah.
But they're a bit hot to drink, so I've added a little bit of milk. It's Ballycastle Aldi milk.
Oh, Aldi milk. Oh, that's nice that. Yeah, yeah.
I think though, it's full fat.
Well,
43% fat.
yeah, well, we'll have to sacrifice that for today.
I don't think it's that much actually. It's only 12% fat.
Oh, right.
So we're being healthy.
Yeah, yeah. Frothy, man. It's like is it like a flat white, that?
Got to give it a bit of altitude. I've got one of these faulty spoons.
Yeah, yeah. You're not very good at putting sugar in with them. Or coffee.
Yeah, had a cup of soup the other day, it took me 3 hours.
Don't mind if I do. Thank you very kindly.
Should be just right to do. Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet and warm. And 12%. Not bad at 6:30 in the morning, eh?
No, not bad at all. It's what you need. That thing there. What's that?
What's that?
What's that? What's that? Oh, grasshopper.
There's only one way of finding out what species this is. It's not cricket.
That certainly isn't cricket, old boy.
Nice stuff. Very sweet. With a leggy aftertaste. Got any more? The next pop-up might be a bit of black foam.
That's what I just put on black foam.
Seems to be the one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You're a large eye.
There's a bit of movement on there, mate.
It's in the rod clip as well, so I mean, if it takes any line whatsoever, then I know it's a fish.
Were you bobbing?
No, but it's not now, is it?
What have you got on? Zig?
Yeah, adjustable.
It's going, mate.
Yeah, well that's okay. Fish on.
Good lad. And on camera too.
Yeah.
Never mind that, he's cooking breakfast.
Are you messing with my crack?
No. There's no bum. There's no bum crack in that little clip whatsoever.
There is.
We'll film it anyway.
We've got nothing else to do, have we?
No.
Dave? I bet you were really active through the night, weren't you? Thump? Who's that?
Just, yeah, come and do your stuff, mate.
Does this fish count?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at what you could have won.
It was on a trailing rig that got tangled up well, so unfortunately it doesn't count as a hooked fish.
Oh, did he not hook it?
It was on a trailing rig.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't land that. Okay.
Oh.
That fish didn't count.
Do you want to wait anyway?
Yeah.
Not bothered, or just want to get it back?
No, let's have a look and see what it is.
I didn't realise.
Weigh it.
It's in a sling.
Yeah, I'd weigh that.
Probably a lot to do.
Right. £27 fish. Not ours.
No, can't claim it. Trailer, they had a big ball of line on that fish, didn't it?
Yeah.
And
This was what was attached to the fish.
there was a bit more that was being cut off,
Yeah.
but yeah, you've got the lead. And actually, it was a barbless hook.
Just got
Strangely enough,
Yeah.
yeah. So they don't lose them all the time.
no.
It's a dogging area.
5 hours,
Hey.
but 4 hours 59.
No, just under. A minute.
Yeah.
In fact, it was,
Make a difference.
As long as you don't want to shit.
And you don't stop.
straight down the M6, M5 most
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the way.
It's not too bad when it's like that, but I mean that I haven't been down the M5 for quite a while now. I don't know what it's like. There we go. Looks like Carl G's got one in. Hope he's not going to make a song and dance about it. That's an in-joke, by the way, Carl. Although the wind isn't actually hitting the camera at the moment, you can hear the wind in the background. It's horrendous. 29 miles an hour forecast at this moment in time. So it's not nice. The guys on the far end are just getting hammered every single time they come out of the Vivian. It's not good at all. So yes, it's tough down that end. You can't fish the margins very well because every time you cast out, your line's hitting into the trees. So Dan down there is struggling like hell to get into the margins because the lines just keep coming back into the trees. It's just one of them. If bivvies come into their own and things like this, I mean, they're designed to take this sort of weather. So yeah, it's yeah, you need a decent bivvy in weather like this. You don't often get it, but without it, you're in trouble. Could do one of these on top of the mountains when they go mountain walking, but you wouldn't want to carry it. Yeah, it's definitely a struggle fishing in this conditions. Dave, you've just found a shrew, yeah?
Yeah.
So what did you do with it?
I let it go in your tent.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
They look very chewy.
That was very shrewd of you.
Was it shrew? Was it a shrew?
Yeah. It's not a moose.
It's after your stinky bait.
Yeah, wanted some of the...
It bit him as well.
Me.
Bit you?
Yeah.
Oh, you might as well just pack up now. You're on your way out. Brilliant.
Train.
There's a shrew loose about my house.
We probably lost a lot because it's that snag that you get back with.
Tonight's bait, or tonight's rig. There you go, very basic rig for tonight. What we'll do before we go over to the barbecue, we'll reel in, swap over the baits to bottom baits, and then just leave them here, wait till we get back, and then just plop them out underneath the rods. There's no point casting out into this water. It's 23 feet deep. If they're going to be feeding, they're probably feeding to the margins. So I am literally underneath my rod tip is where I'm going with that this evening. And that's pretty much all I can do. But I do believe it's time for me to have a walk round and say hello to some new faces and say hello, basically. So I'll go and do that now.
Like, they're not that.
Right, so we've been here 24 hours and we were joined next door with
Otto Reed.
Otto, and you have your own channel, don't you, Otto?
Yes, I do.
And how old are you, Otto?
I'm 15.
Right, tell us a little bit about your channel and what you do, mate.
So basically I blog my fishing sessions all over different lakes yeah, just put videos of me fishing onto YouTube.
And how long have you been doing this?
A few years now, but I've probably taken it seriously the last couple of years.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Right, so you enjoy it, obviously?
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, it's good fun. Do you enjoy the interaction with your followers, people that follow you? I do. I find that, you know, I like to get involved and have a good chat with people and do what, you know, because they're watching us, aren't they, at the end of the day? Yeah. So yeah, it's good fun. So, have you had anything yet? Any signs of any fish or anything?
No, I've not had anything. There's been a few fish crashing a bit further out, but no, nothing yet.
You were in my peg that I was in last year when we fished this competition, and I'm sad to say I also blanked on it. So, but good luck anyhow.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for talking to us, and tight lines, buddy.
Thank you very much. Right,
we've just moved over to the next swim now, and I'm going to get these lads to introduce themselves because I know some of you might not know who they are. I do, because I watch their videos and they're quite funny. Gents, please.
You doing it? Well, I'm Hugh. I'm Sean, and we're the fishing bloggers.
And whereabouts are you from, chaps?
We're from the southwest, Bristol area.
Yeah.
Yeah, that neck of the woods. That's where we tend to fish a lot right now.
And how long have you been doing your channels?
3-4 years maybe, something like that. I say properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
And I've seen you on here last year. Did you? When you came, when I did my first one, was that your first Blogger Social as well last year?
Yeah, that's was our first. Yeah.
Yeah. And how you find this one's a bit different this year, isn't it?
It's completely different, isn't
different
it?
faces, you know.
Yeah.
Different faces, different conditions in a way, you know.
Oh yeah, the conditions are awful. I don't know how I'm going to get round there and video people. I'm sure
We
it's
were
not
around
gonna
there
happen.
earlier, and honestly, you had to hold on to your hat. It was
Literally, yeah.
madness.
Yeah.
But
So have you had anything yet? Have you caught anything?
we have, yeah. We last night we had a 18.7 mirror,
Wow.
and you had a PB eel, didn't you?
PB eel, £3.4. Yeah.
Well, any PB's a good PB, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah, exactly for that.
Well, to be fair, after Lawrence last year obviously had that mega reel, we were kind of like came kind of set up with a few ideas of trying to nab one ourselves.
I see that you've done exactly what Dave and I have done. We've brought the one rod each, but then we've also brought lots of other gear just to throw in left and right and have a bit of a play.
Yeah, a bit of fun with, really, yeah.
Because although they have rules, we're not really.
Well, it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's social more than
it is a
map,
social more than it is anything else.
To be honest, everything else we're fishing for wouldn't count anyway. So
no, that's right. Yeah, so it is just a bit of fun. We've done exactly the same, to be honest.
Yeah.
And did you know there was supposed to be an 80-pound cat in here?
Well, yeah, we didn't, but the bailiff did see that. Yeah, we couldn't believe it. Yeah, unbelievable.
Could be a bit interesting.
Yeah, if you get it on a £10 line.
yeah, hold on for dear life.
Well, chaps, I've got a lot of people to see. I appreciate you having a couple of minutes with me, and thanks very much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Right,
cheers, mate. Cheers.
Right, so moving on then, I've moved over to one of the windier sides of the lake, and I'm speaking to...
I'm Jamie.
Hi Jamie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, mate.
And Jamie, tell us a little bit about yourself, and I know you used to have a channel, but or you something like that.
I don't do much social media myself. I do quite a bit of my Facebook lives with my fishing. That's about as far as it goes when it comes to sort of social media. I try to keep below it if I can, as opposed to being on top of it.
Yeah, it can be a bind sometimes, can't it?
Yeah,
it can
for
pull
sure.
you in. It definitely pull you in.
Yeah.
So you were due to come here with someone else, weren't you?
Yeah, I was going to come here with Rob Mitchell, but unfortunately Rob's been really, really poorly, and he was in hospital yesterday. So yeah, it didn't really work out to be able to get to him in Bridge North, which would have put about the whole trip about a 9-hour drive, I think, something like that. So unfortunately he couldn't come, but in other circumstances it was quite worked out all right.
No, I'm aware that we've pre-picked you a spot.
Yeah.
And I don't think we really anticipated it was going to be as bad as it is this weather, is it?
No. My Fox Superbody's tried to pack itself away on a number of occasions. Because even that doesn't work. I've got the storm poles on an angle now, pointing inwards.
Yeah.
To hold the sides up.
I have been sort of watching. I was watching you set up earlier, and as soon as you started getting your kit ready, the heavens opened on you, didn't it?
Mate, the hailstones came down, nearly blew me out my boots. It was horrific, absolutely horrific. I found myself nailing down my bivvy from the inside, as opposed to trying to get it down from the inside, as opposed to trying to do it from the outside.
Yeah, not a lot of fun.
Very extreme, very extreme. But the sun's coming out.
Yeah, we'll put the social later, but let's just hope we can actually cook in this weather, eh?
I think we'll be alright. I think a group of like-minded men like ourselves, I'm sure we'll have to rustle up a few burgers and a couple of sausages.
Yeah, I think so too, don't you?
Yeah.
Listen, it's great for you giving me a couple of minutes chatting to you. I'll look forward to seeing you later on, alright?
Fantastic,
yeah,
brilliant
thanks
stuff.
very much. Cheers.
No worries.
Bye-bye.
Cut up.
Right, here we are, moving on to the next one, and I'm now sat with...
Southwest Carp Hunter.
Right, now I have seen you.
Yes.
I have seen some of your stuff.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your channel, what you do, where you fish, where you go.
Right, so my channel is Southwest Carp Hunter. My name is Leon and I am from Launceston, which is on the Devon and Cornwall border. My channel is mainly sort of like a carp channel. I came back into carp fishing about 2 years ago. Came from a motorcycle racing world, did really well at that, but then ended up coming back to fishing because everything got massively expensive. So believe it or not, this is the cheaper option. You don't want to be racing bikes compared to this because it's a total different thing really. But yeah, so started off like that, and then just got into the blogging side of things, and then it's just grown from there.
And obviously, with the interaction with the guys, do you do live? Do you go live at all? Or?
I do live feeds. It's not as much as I used to, just because it's more of a time thing for me really, and I can't do it on a regular basis. But I try to make a video sort of like once a month at the moment. I don't blog every time I go, but I do blog sort of like, you know, once a month.
Yeah, people sort of, if you don't hear from you for a little while, you soon
I get that. Yeah.
When are you putting your next one out? When are you doing this? Which you don't mind, because that's good interaction, isn't it?
Yeah.
People want to watch your videos, and that's always a good thing. That can't be a bad thing.
Yeah, no, it's you know, it's really good that people come to you and they say, like, they'll message you saying, like, you know what, when are you doing another vlog? I haven't seen a vlog for like 3 weeks, you know, so they got nothing to watch.
Now, there's one thing that I don't know until I do the sound quality, but I'm using this microphone to try and combat the wind, because the reason we're sat at the back of here is I'm going to show you why right now.
Yeah.
Because you seem to have picked one of the windiest
literally
swims I've ever seen.
I don't think I could have had a worse draw out the hat. Not for like the fishing side of it, but the comfort side of it, it's been a bit of a challenge. I'll say a challenge.
That's a very political way of putting it. I'm going to turn the camera around now, and I'm just going to show you the waves, the trees, and the condition that this poor chap is trying to fish in. So let's have a look. And yeah, you won't be able to hear a thing from now on.
It's like the Pacific Ocean out there.
Look at this. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. You can't go into the margins because you just get blown straight in with your lines. I must admit, I've got to say, rather you than me.
I know, it's a good job I'm an ex-sailor, isn't it?
Yeah, ex-sailor indeed. Listen, thank you very much for spending a couple of minutes with me. I do appreciate it.
Yeah,
thanks very much. And we'll see you on the social shortly.
You will do.
Cheers.
Guys,
nice one. Thank
Bye.
you. Right, we've moved on another peg, and there's a couple of faces I do know because I remember them from last year, and it was the first time I met you last year.
Yeah.
And if you'd like to introduce yourself.
William John Jones.
And Dan Jones from Carp Course in Swansea.
Carp Course in Swansea. And when I did your title last year, if you remember, I spelt it wrong, didn't I?
Everyone does. Don't worry about it. And the word course.
Yeah, that's it.
People just don't realise that there's two different spellings.
That's right, yeah, and I was one of those people last year. Now, I am aware that you are one of the main instigators. You was at the beginning of this Blogger Social, weren't you?
I just attend them, I don't arrange them, but I think the first one, I've been at all of them, but the first one was arranged by Mark Goodwin, Carl and Alex, and George. George has been to all of them as well. So me and him are the only one that's attended all of them.
Right.
So yeah, but they're great, aren't they?
Yeah. I think it's a good way for like-minded people to just chuck themselves into a hat and then just have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Because no matter, I mean, we've had a laugh and joke at this weather. It's been absolutely horrendous for you.
I got
on this end here. It's
40-mile-an-hour winds hitting me in the face all day.
Yeah.
I can feel the wind burn.
Yeah, the wind is almost knocking me over.
Yeah. Now I hear you've caught a couple of little fish yourself, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a look at those in a bit. But have you actually caught anything yet? Have you?
Yeah, I reeled in a 12-pound-3 mirror carp from the side
last night when it was dark.
Right.
William landed the carp on my rods.
And we had an eel, and the mouth was like that big.
I remember you coming around telling me this afternoon.
Yeah, and it came off, didn't it?
Yeah, it came off. And he's had some perch on the maggots as well.
Yeah. Oh, well done. So you've a successful weekend for you then already.
Yeah, already.
PB.
Yeah, PB perch as well.
So whereabouts do you fish? Obviously your name's going to give a lot of that away.
Well, I fish mainly in Swansea because there's a lot of club waters I fish.
Right.
There's White Springs, the big carp fish through there. There's a lot of big perch and other speakers there. It's mainly around Swansea. Travelling around South Wales, there's a lot of places in West Wales I go where people don't even realise exists. And then of course they travel across the border to England.
Yeah.
this year I fished linear for the first time ever. And,
Right, what did you think to that? Honestly.
honestly, linear, I liked the place.
Oh, right.
I didn't like the volume of people.
Yes.
The place was lovely. It was amazing. It was immaculate. The guy we were fishing that turned up with us actually caught a fish, and literally about 10 minutes after we put it back, we had the bailiff coming around because people had made complaints about us, and we were like, well, that doesn't make any sense. But that's the mentality of when you've got a lot of people carp fishing, you get a lot of cattiness and.
Yeah, I've been there once. I will never go back again.
Yeah, you fishing elbow to elbow with people, and
yeah, it's not my kind of fishing, to be honest. If I've got to go fishing in a small lake with lots of people, then I'd rather be like this, like-minded,
all over the place,
in a social.
Yeah.
So if there's any dramas, you just sort them out between you, and no one, nobody's getting fingered for anybody, are they?
It's dropped a bit now.
Yeah. Well, let's just hope it stays that way. Well, listen, thank you very much for spending a couple of minutes. We're going to go and have a look at your fish now, aren't we?
Yeah.
And, well, we'll see you later on in the social.
Yes, yes.
Cheers, thanks very much.
By the fire, probably.
Yeah, we've got to get some firewood yet.
Yeah, I've been collecting it. Stuff that's been blown out the tree and hitting me and stuff. There's a pile of it behind me.
I've been watching the trees thinking which tree's going to go down first.
Yeah.
Right, let's go and have a look at these fish. Go on.
I'll go with the little one first. Little one?
Yeah. Cracky little perch.
Yeah.
Well, I can see that one there.
It's bigger.
It's a good sized little perch, that, isn't it? Probably going to have to dump that bit out, mine. They probably won't be able to hear a word we're saying.
Yeah.
You do have bog roll, Chris, yeah?
That's yeah. Pick up a tiny leaf. Go. Oh no.
Right, guys, I have to say I'm now talking to two people that really do not need any introduction whatsoever, although you probably guess who they are.
Strong branded.
As far as stroke victims, as far as I'm concerned. Right, so anyway, as you can tell, a proper laugh. I don't know what Chris is doing on the end there, but he's obviously enjoying himself in some way. Gents, as far as I'm concerned, you two guys were at the forefront of YouTube bloggers when it comes to fishing. You've been a lot of inspiration for a lot of other people who follow in your footsteps, I would rather say, and I think that's a fair assumption. What would you say to that?
I think that's a bit too kind. We just basically filmed myself arsing about whilst fishing, just because sometimes it's boring, really.
Yeah, well, not like now, because it's not boring right at this moment in time, is it? There's a lot of arsing around going on right now, isn't there?
Yeah, well, it's nice to come down. Obviously some of the bloggers, they have their quirks and they have their sort of fetishes and things. You just got to put up with it. We're all trying to live on this planet, rub along. So
we're all adults, aren't we?
Just ignore them. That's what we try to do. Just
let them live their life their own way.
Well, they're not hurting anyone, are they? Really? So
no, but he does look like he's in a bit of pain right now. To be fair.
He's been the same since we met him, to be honest. Yeah, he hasn't changed in 10 years, to be honest.
No, he hasn't, no. And I do remember, I did watch the one when he first joined you on one of your vlogs as well, so I watched that as well. So. Gents, thank you very much for just giving me a couple of minutes of your precious time, should we say?
No, it's a pleasure.
Listen, thank you very much.
No, cheers, mate.
And we'll see you later on the social.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
No, perhaps not. Perhaps not. Right then, we've moved on to another peg. And at this moment in time, it's not in the wind, and I'm now speaking to
Carl. How are you doing?
And Carl, your channel is called
Carl G Northwestern Fishing.
Marvellous. Now, Carl, I'm also aware that Carl has a little bit of a history and has not just always been a fisherman and has done lots of other stuff in the past. Carl, would you mind telling us what it is you've done?
I've done various things. I've done like little dabbling music many years ago. Done a few bits and pieces. Done production. I've been a motor mechanic. I've worked for the RAC.
Just going back to that music.
Yeah.
Who was it again? Now, to be fair, I did ask Carl quite a lot of questions about his past and what he got up to, and it was very interesting indeed. However, it wasn't fair for me to ask that question. I shouldn't have done it, and so therefore I respect his privacy, and I'm not going to tell you what he said to me. But it is quite interesting stuff, and yeah, he's had a good past, and he's probably got a good future ahead of him as well. So let's just keep all that information that he told me about who, what, when and where to ourselves.
one thing at a time.
Yeah.
I've done various things. I can't just do one thing. So a lot of people, they go to work 9 till 5. I don't. I do like kind of fishing. I do fishing bait. I do music and bits and pieces that I enjoy spending time with, and that's what I do. So I'm quite spontaneous. Yeah, that's just what I do. I used to like surfing. I used to like loads of different things.
Yeah. I've dabbled in surfing a bit myself, so I could actually stand up.
Yeah.
So I have done a bit of that many moons ago at Newquay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good fun. I'm a bit like yourself. Lots of different things going on. No one thing keeps me sweet. I've got to find other stuff to do just to keep me happy.
Yeah.
And you're probably the same ilk as well.
Yeah, and I don't do things to be popular. I don't do things to be successful. I do things because I enjoy them at the time. Yeah.
Now, I've got to move on, but you have caught fish, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had one, a small one.
What did you get?
I had a mirror carp, £12 6 ounces.
£12 6 ounces is £12 6 ounces more than I've caught. so I'm still on a blank.
It happens, it's fishing. That's what
it
it's
is.
fishing.
Yeah. Listen, thank you very much for talking to me.
Cheers.
And I'll probably see you later on for the social anyhow.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Nice.
Are you? Right. I've now moved over to speak to one of the main instigators of this whole event, and that's Joe. But you really don't need any introduction, do you, really, to be fair?
Fennel said the same, but I'm sure there's plenty of people that still don't know me. So.
Well, that's a fair shout, really, because in my line of work or my channel, there's a lot of people that don't actually necessarily fish, and they probably won't know who you are.
Yep.
But would you class yourself as a professional fisherman now? Is that what you are?
Maybe not the fisherman side of it. My line of work is I work in the fishing industry. I work for Carpology magazine, so day in, day out, I'm fishing all over. So whether it's personal time or work time, I'm normally on the bank reviewing stuff or personal fishing. But I wouldn't say I'm a professional angler. If bank time and being immersed in the fishing world makes me professional, then maybe, but I've never deemed myself as professional, and I don't ever want to take myself as professional either. No, because I just enjoy what I do.
Yeah, clearly you can see that on your videos and on your channel when you, because you have your work and then you have your own channel as well, don't you? And what's that channel called, Joe?
Nothing But Fishing.
Nothing But Fishing. Yeah. Yeah.
That's been going for 10 years this year. The 10 years in January gone.
Yeah.
So over 10 years, over a decade, which is a bit mad.
It's good. You find that when I watch stuff like that, it's quite inspirational, because I've now moved to a house when I've got a canal at the back, and I've never fished canals before. But I've watched your videos recently, and last year when you was fishing the canals up for pike and everything. So I've now got my passes and my permits, and I'm looking forward to having a go at that. And that's something that I wouldn't normally have picked up on if not watching other people on YouTube doing that sort of thing. So
yeah, definitely. Canals can offer so much more. Like today we're on a very deep old pit, so completely different to a canal, which is regimented 5 foot all over and
absolutely.
Straight. So fish watercraft is a big thing with canals, because they could be a mile away or 2 miles away on a very narrow stretch. So it's quite rewarding when you do catch. But just variety, I think, keeps it fresh more than anything.
Yeah, it is. And we've got a good turnout again, Joe, but it was looking a bit thin at one point, wasn't it? There's a lot of people, sort of other commitments came up and caught them out, didn't it? And we've got a lot of new faces that I've been round and seen this year.
I think we're about 50-50 this year with old and new, so which is quite nice to see, and I think everyone's enjoying it. Bar the wind, I think everyone's probably mentioned the wind, haven't they?
Yeah, well, along that bank there, I mean,
it's horrendous.
And I've seen you guys here, and I've actually got a shot of you earlier that as you was wind sailing.
Yes.
With your arm out, would you call it wind sailing? I don't know.
It blew me over really. I was crouched down by my tripod filming, and it blew me over. So
I'll show that clip now. So every year, what about venues? I mean, I know in the past you've been to different venues, and we've been lucky to get this one a couple of times.
Yep.
Do you? How far in advance do you plan it? Are you looking at somewhere else next year, or
probably? I think this is the second year. I think it's a very nice venue. You'll all agree. We got the social this evening. We'll be at the fire pit and all sorts.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So it's perfect for that because it's out of everyone else's way. We're not intruding on other people's fishing. The fishing has been a bit difficult this year, so maybe next year we find somewhere that is a bit more of a runs water type place.
It's very snaggy this year, hasn't it?
I haven't come across snags in my swim, but I think some of you have.
Oh yeah, I have lost quite a bit, unfortunately. It just seems to be this year, because I'm only fishing one peg down from where I was last year, and I've been snagged up quite a bit, and I know a couple of lads along there have as well. So
so posing several challenges. So hopefully tonight it'll kick off and everyone will catch. I know I blanked last year, so it's looking at the moment like I'm going to do the same now. But,
Me
who
too.
knows? Who knows?
Me too.
But yeah, we'll probably change the venues, and because it's a long way to drive for some people, we try and move it around to make it fair on people each year. But
5 hours that way or 5 hours that way is nothing to me.
Yeah,
It's-
exactly.
it's going to be a drive whichever way.
That's what it's like with my work
Yeah.
as well. My office is 500-mile round trip every other week, so I'm used to driving.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me, but for some people it can be a bit more awkward with kids and things. So.
I do a minimum of 120 mile a day anyhow.
Yeah.
So driving a little bit longer just to get here is nothing.
Nice.
Joe, thank you very much for chatting to us.
No
I do
worries.
appreciate it.
Glad you
And,
could make it.
We'll definitely see you later on the social, mate.
Cheers.
Thank
Also,
you.
Right, over to now my final interviewee of the day. I am now speaking to
Matt.
What a great name! What a great name! So Matt, what's the name of your channel? What do you do and what do you get up to?
The channel's Carpy Madness and mainly carp fishing.
Right.
Really, bit of river fishing in the winter.
Yeah.
Bike, and that's about it really.
Ever go in the sea fish, anything like that? No?
I do, just for mackerel.
Right, okay.
So I don't mind that.
Pike
Pike bait, yeah. And I don't mind, I want to do a few boat trips, that's what next on my list.
Right, okay. And whereabouts do you live?
5 minutes away from Todburgh, Shaftesbury, Dorset.
Right, yeah, I do know that. We did discuss where that was yesterday, didn't we?
yeah.
Where it was, yeah. I sort of know the area, sort of. I'm more of a Weymouth sort of guy. Years ago, I used to go off Weymouth a lot fishing.
Did you?
Yeah, off
Boat
on
fishing?
yeah. Shark fishing off Weymouth. Yeah, it was good fun. Good fun.
They had a shark in Chesil Beach the other week as well, didn't they?
Yeah,
I was on Facebook, wasn't it, that, yeah.
I used to love mackerel fishing off the Chesil. You could just lob them out there and
Guaranteed.
Yeah, pretty much every time. Plans for the future? What are you looking forward to doing? What?
Grow the channel. I want to sort of be like Park King, so go.
You don't want to be like
I don't want to be like him.
Nobody wants to be like Chris.
But go to different venues. You know,
Yeah.
the big venues, Linear. I've done Linear, but Farlow's, Bluebells.
Yeah.
The bigger complexes really. I want to.
Yeah, they can be quite daunting when you. I mean, I remember the first time I went to those places on my own for the first time, and up to then I've always fished with Dave. Dave taught me how to fish.
Yeah.
And it was like.
Badly, it looks like.
Yeah. Smart ass. But yeah, it was always, to go there on my own was like,
Daunting,
that's,
yeah.
that's a big boy venue. So, but now it's
Now you're happy to go up there.
just yeah. So have you caught anything yet?
Blanking.
No.
No. I think everyone this side is blanking at the moment.
Yeah, that is the
Yeah.
horror of this bank. Last year we did exactly the same thing. We all sat in the line and watched every other person catch fish, and it just
We're good at that though.
yeah we mastered that, watching other people catch fish. Yeah, so that's it really. Thank you very much for a couple of minutes of your time.
Nice to meet you.
We'll definitely go and have a social later on. I've now got to go and get a load of firewood. You coming with me?
I'll help you with your wood.
Marvellous.
Thank you, Mr. Fennell, for that line.
Spoken like a true Fennell fan. Just to remind you, this is a picture I've seen of Fennell earlier. Yeah, so nice one, mate. Thanks
Nice to
very
meet
much.
you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
So here we are on the social. Dave, what do you think of it so far?
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's been a good laugh. This is something I've been looking forward to last year, and it was a shame that you couldn't make it last year. And some really good lads. And even though there's a lot of new faces again, some of the old faces, as soon as you see them, you remember from last year. It was good. And it's a good crew.
Good bunch of guys, aren't they?
And again, it's my favourite way to fish. So in a social group like this, I just enjoy it because there's no animosity. There's no one trying to, cause any dramas or anything. There's no drama queens here. Everybody's just
there is,
fishing.
there's Chris Fennell.
Apart from that big queen, yes.
He's the only queen.
Yeah. But I mean,
the queen of the queens.
Yeah, but he deserves that title though. He's in fact, he's over there.
Where is he, bitch?
There he is. There he is. Look, over there. Can you see him? Look, wave. He's probably a wave. Yeah.
Oh,
there he comes.
he can't keep out.
Mention the Fennell, and this is what happens.
What's going on there, my fellow chappie?
We're just saying, where's the bitch? No. Just he's there in the camera looking at you.
Look, there he is.
Is that him over there?
That's him.
Oh, he's all right, bitch, him.
Yeah.
We're just saying, Chris, it's a good way to fish this, isn't it? In a social group like this.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
It takes away the seriousness out of the fishing, and a lot of people
Which is
take
what we,
fishing far too seriously. And when you just want to come and wet a lead and drown a boilie, this is ideal.
Yeah, because that's all we've been doing.
Spectator sport.
Right, get back to the social.
Yeah. How's the camp?
Empty.
Mad as a box of frogs.
It's the life and soul of the of something.
Yeah.
Right, it's that time of the blog where we do the weekend voice box. Woo! Right, okay. It's quite dark, but we'll give it a go. Suspense is killing me.
She's got some trouble. Oh, there's a marriage.
Strategic carp fishing. 501 bars, because she's got loads of those, because she was using that as a diet thing, but that's no longer. What is this? Random, but...
Yeah, good luck with that shower gel. I don't think you'll be using it here.
Well, if you need your back wash later on.
Yeah.
Just Dobby socks, like William.
Does you know that's a camera, not a microphone?
R spar.
Just show it here, will you? Point it to this one here. R spar.
So what was it? The other one was anal. No. What was it?
Anal beads.
What were those chocolates that she bought?
Was it twat, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that was
the
twat
anal,
bar.
anal chocolate.
A little anal, asshole chocolate, basically.
I reckon your missus is brilliant.
Honestly.
Fantastic, I think.
Isn't she?
Are they doggy socks?
Baby socks.
Uh-oh.
What did he say?
Uh-oh. I think that...
Someone's trying to tell you something.
Uh-oh, there's a hidden message.
Secret.
Your missus...
Socks. I hate people.
I thought they were baby socks.
I love looking at fires. Does anyone else find like when you look at
All over again.
Go on then, go for it. I'll give you a brief moment of normal.
Tell you what, that
It would appear we got stickerfied last night. The sun is up, the sky is blue, there's not a fish for me and for you. However, that's not the story for Mr. Fennell, because he has actually caught a fish last night. So well done, Mr. Fennell. And what size fish was it, mate?
£24.
£24, and he's so pleased that he's caught that fish. He's come bragging to us now and wants to show us on his camera.
We could be looking at a winner.
Winner chicken dinner. This could be the winning fish at the moment. So we are now going to go look at his footage
And verify it.
A special thanks to Nash for allowing us to come here in the first place. Yeah, it's been great to come down here for a second time and fish this for the social. The social area, the fire pit and everything behind us is awesome. It's just perfect for it. It lends itself perfectly to it. So thank you to all the bailiffs, thank you to everybody who allowed us to come down here and do this. Thank you to Joe for organising it in the first place, and again thank you to George for buying and cooking the food last night. Thank you to the fishing bloggers for bringing the barbecue in the first place to allow us to do that, and again especially thank you for everyone else for turning up and making it a good social, and it really was. We're going to go into the ceremony now to win the award, the plaque, the fish, whichever you want to call it. Unfortunately it won't be Maff UK this year, maybe next year. It wasn't all about the fishing, it never is, but I certainly would have loved to have won that trophy. We did actually pull out the biggest fish, so if it had been at night time, would we have claimed that fish? Probably not, but we did get the biggest fish out of the water. It just couldn't claim it, and that's a real shame. So there you go. Thank you very much for joining me. We'll go down to the closing scenes now, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
to the end of the match. It's been a pretty tricky one this year. I think everyone agrees it's been not as easy as last year. I know I think a few fish lost, a bit of tackle lost, but a few fish had come out as well. And it's my honour and privilege to give the trophy to Chris Fennell. Can do it, can do it, all can. In front of the cameras.
Panoramic shot.
Cheers everyone for coming.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you all for being more rubbish than me.
Couldn't happen to a nicer girl. Nice one. Well, cheers everyone for coming. Everyone enjoyed it.
I've still got the sweet fundamental beef.
Nice one.
Okay.
Now everyone.